Hello, this is going to be Solidworks practice problem 7.4. If you want to follow along with the video, make sure to follow the link in the description, which will take you to the official Solidworks practice problem database. So let's get started. First of all, let's make sure our units are in MMGS and then start a sketch in the front plane. Now, obviously first you want to make the base ring of the part, and you may be tempted to use the circle tool, but do not be tricked. You actually need to use a rectangular revolve in order to make this ring, and the reason why will be revealed shortly. So let's create a rectangle first. Let's make sure its center point is aligned horizontally with the origin, like so. And let's dimension it. The rectangle is going to be 2 in length, and it's going to be 1 in height. So this is essentially going to be the distance between the two circles for the ring, and this is going to be the depth of the ring. And its distance from this midpoint to origin is going to be 14.5, like so. Now let's create a vertical center line, and let's revolve it. Okay. Now let us actually, let's keep the sketch visible so we can keep an eye on it, and let's create a new sketch in the front plane, and we'll stay on the side where the rectangle is. And from here, let's make a center point arc. Center point arc. Yes. First, let's find the center point of this rectangle, which I believe should be... I wonder how you find it. A center point arc. See, the sphere that we're creating should be centered with this rectangle, in the center of the rectangle. I guess I'll just draw a construction line to find that center. So I'll draw a line like this. That'll be my construction line. And I'll just add a point for its midpoint so I can easily locate it. Okay, so from here, let's draw the center point arc. Here you go. Should go like this. And from here, let us offset this arc by, I believe it is 1. Yes, 1. And then let's cap the ends with lines. Select OK. And let's close the sketch. And finally, let's add a center line so that we can actually revolve the feature. And notice that before I do this, when I revolve this, it will look like a sphere, but the inside is not hollow because this ring is still going to be extruded inside of it. And it will have to do a cut on the inside in order to clear that out. But you won't be able to see it. But first we need to fully define this. So the inside radius is going to be 3 R3. And from here, we're going to revolve choosing this as the axis of revolution, and then this as the contour. See, it is not hollow. And then now we're going to do a revolve cut using the same sketch. Select axis of revolution as this center line, and we are going to select the inner contour. See, it's selected, and we're going to click OK. Obviously nothing changed, but the inside is hollow. And so now we can create our circular pattern. So go to linear pattern, click on the arrow underneath, circular pattern. For the feature, we will click the sphere. And we will have how many instances? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 instances. And the reference will be this axis. And they should be equally spaced. So, yes, 8 spheres, equally spaced, revolve around this axis. And we'll select OK. There's all our spheres. Hollow spheres, actually. Oh, yes. Right. Yes. You also need to make sure you do a circular pattern for the cut revolve as well. Don't forget that. Only this one's hollow, but the rest of the 7 are not hollow. So let's repeat the process. Circular pattern. This is the reference. 8 instances, just as before, but the feature we are going to use, the pattern is going to be the cut revolve. So we'll select this, and it should apply for all of them. And we'll select OK. And so now they're all hollow. Okay. And now we are going to trim the excess on both the inside and the outside of the spheres. So let's click sketch in the front plane once again. And we're going to make these cuts, and this is exactly where this rectangle that we drew at the very beginning comes into play. And so we're going to make these cuts with revolve cut rectangles. 2 on each side, inside and outside. And obviously the dimensions for these rectangles aren't given in the drawing, so you just have to make sure that they cut away all the excess material. Just make sure that the sides are coincident with their respective sides of this rectangle. Make them collinear. Same with the other side, collinear. Collinear. And don't worry, this rectangle isn't cutting this sphere. It's actually just a perspective. And we'll just add dimensions. Just arbitrary dimensions, doesn't matter. Let's make this 10. And we'll make this, I guess, 3. That's a little too close. Let's make this 4 instead. And we'll repeat those dimensions for the other rectangle. 10 and 4. Let's make sure the top edges are collinear. Oh, I see. Let's try and capture the midpoint of this line. There it is, midpoint. Let's try and make the midpoints coincident, like this. Coincidence. There we go. And now we can make a cut. And because the rectangles are coincident with the base rectangle that we used to create the ring, it will never actually, these rectangles will never interfere with the ring. They will only interfere with everything on either side of the ring, which is the excess material of the spheres. So we will click revolve cut. We'll click this center line as the axis, and then it's cutting the inside and outside. Select OK. There you have your final part. And we'll check the mass properties, and you see you have 421 cubic millimeters for your volume. Hope you learned something from this video, and I'll see you in the next one.